Yo, what's up everybody? This is yet another episode of the SMLJ review. With today's episode, we'll be featuring a state-of-the-art gear. This gear is especially useful for you if you're into audio recording, podcasting, vocal mixing, or any kind of vocal related task. So with that said, right, this is today's main highlight, the Rodecaster Pro. So what exactly is the Rodecaster Pro? It's an all-in-one mixer device. It does helps you mixing your audio from different sorts of channels and output into different sorts of channels as well. So it also enables you to pre-record some sound effects to be inserted into here, where you can do it with the software that is downloadable on Rode's website. Now when we talk about audio recording and whatnot, you have various kind of microphone setups available for you. For instance, what you can see here, this is my typical setup which I'm using most of the time, my Rode NTG4 Plus that is plugged directly into my Zoom H5. Most of my content creation project does the audio capturing this way. So far, I think it proves pretty good, but I'm still very nitpicky about the audio quality. So therefore, I kind of want to upgrade the audio quality and kind of stumble across the Rodecaster Pro. Most of the streamers and most of the content creators typically go for three kinds of microphone setup. One is having a boom arm that is clamped to your table and have the microphone that hung overhead or to your mouth area. Two, which is this type, where you have a microphone that is mounted on off-camera, off-frame tripod or a mount that is pointed towards you. Or three, you can have something like this. This is a good example of the USB microphone where it's usually plugged directly into your computer. And most of the time you'll see streamers with this thing on and the keyboard at the back. Well, to me I find that this is a little bit obstructing, that's why I'm still exploring to other kind of my applications. Well, without further ado, let's jump right into the Rodecaster. What exactly comes together with the Rodecaster Pro? Apart from the giant ass menu which they give, this is either they're trying to exhibit their sense of humor, or I don't know, really I have no idea what they're trying to do here. This is completely a waste of paper, it's completely a waste of resources, but well, yeah, in the case where, people simply do not read the manual, this thing is just slapping on their face. But that said, the main thing is this thing, the Rodecaster Pro. So you can see here, there are a couple of faders here. There's this fader where your 4 channels faders, of course, and they feel really, really good. When you're playing with it, you do feel like a DJ, but yeah, I'm not a DJ, and I'm probably not gonna go into DJ, absolutely not. I'm making a stance here. Yeah, forget it. Apart from the 4 channels, the next one you see here is actually the USB. This works quite nicely as the input as well as the output. The nice thing about this is also when you have, for example, a Zoom call and you have a Zoom meeting, you can actually still play the effects on the panels here. And you can, whenever people make a lame jokes or anything you need applause or whatsoever, you can actually activate it on the go. So the next one is actually on this mobile phone icon, but it's not exactly a mobile phone input. It's more like a 3.5 kind of input here. But most of the time when I do a dial in, actually it was not through here, it's actually using the Bluetooth on this one. But instead, what I actually use the mobile phone thing, which this 3.5 output is on my MP3 player or the PMP player, which I have right here. And right now it's still playing a track, as you can see it. Now the next thing I would like to show is actually all these the panels, these slitted panels here. They are all your sound effects panels in which you can fully customize through this menu. As you can see right now, it's being set here, and I have page 2 and page 3. Page 3 is currently blank. Nice things about this is that you can actually click into individual of this blank one and do a live recording of the sound effects right there. So in the case where you want to capture quotes from someone who actually speak out during the meetings or podcast, you can capture his quote right there. Now the next thing I would like to show you is actually at the back of this board. There is a micro SD card slot in which this is totally ingenious. However, that being said, right, this isn't exactly as smooth as kind of recording, because I did experience quite frequent issue about this where they have like clippets of it. There's missing clips from the recording itself. I'm not sure if this is actually a firmware issue or whatsoever, but yeah, this sucks, man. Now let's take a look at the menu from the Rodecaster Pro. As you can see right now, it's pretty intuitive on this. It's very simple, and the touchscreen functions perfectly, very responsive on this. So in the case where you want to do setting, this is actually the first thing you should be doing when you got your the board. So go into setting and go into audio, and the next thing is that go into operations. Operations, remember this to on this, the last option here. So then you will have all the details up. Now this board itself is pretty smart as well, and when you plug in the microphone, you can more or less detect it as long as it's from the Rode ones. But at the same time, it do have a preset for the Electro Voice RE20, which is one of the more prominent microphone around. And if it's not in any of the category, I would suggest you go for either condenser mic or the dynamic mic, which is most of the case of what people will actually pick for if you're not using a Rode mic. Well, that's it, folks. I hope they enjoy the content. SMLJ Review, signing off.